Let's see how to construct a parsing table and how to parse a string in case of operator precedence parsing. Okay, so check whether this grammar is operator grammar or not. Okay, this is operator grammar. So let's proceed with computation of leading and trailing. So leading of A is leading of S is equal to leading of A is equal to and leading of D is equal. So if you see S gives A, B, A. If I map this to alpha A beta form, A will come in leading of S. For A, it will be B, comma, D also gives E, so E will also come. And for leading of D, E will come. Similarly, trailing of AS is equal to, so if you compute trailing alpha A beta, so we will have to check for this A. Okay, so this can be beta, this is A, this is alpha, so B will come directly. Again, if you substitute in place of A as B, C, this C will come in trailing of S, and again A gives D, so E. So again E will come in trailing of S. What about trailing of A? Trailing of A will be this C and E. Okay, and trailing of D is equal to E. Okay, so this is how leading and trailing sets are computed. Let's proceed with finding the precedence relation between set of terminal symbols here. The first precedence relation is equal to precedence. So if you see this first production A, B, A, we can define equal to precedence between these two terminal symbols. Why? Because there is nothing in between these terminal symbols. So I can have the first rule as A has same precedence as that of B. Once I get this rule, I'll just put one box to this. Fine. Now the next rule is BC here. So again BC consecutive terminal symbols. So I can define the rule as B has same precedence as that of C, and I put this in box. Okay. Next is rules of the form TN. Okay, so if you see B and A, it is of the form terminal and non-terminal. So what is applicable here? B has lesser precedence than leading of A. Okay, so B less than, what is there in leading of A? It is B and E. So B is less than B is the first rule. B less than E is second rule. So once I get these rules, I put one box to this. Next, BA is done. Any more rules will come here? No, this is the last one. Okay, two more rules for dollar symbol. So that is dollar less than leading of start symbol, that is A, and trailing of start symbol has greater precedence than dollar. So it will be B greater than dollar, C greater than dollar, and finally E greater than dollar. Okay, so this is one rule for leading and these three are for trailing. Okay, so far we have got the precedence relation between set of terminal symbol. Now let's create parsing table. Okay, so when we want to construct parsing table, first we write different terminal symbols given in this grammar. So different terminal symbols in this grammar are, so write in row and column A, B, C, E, and special symbol, that is dollar. A, B, C, E, and dollar. Okay, now use the precedence relations which are obtained in previous step. So the first one is A has same precedence as that of B. So A and B I'll mark equal to precedence. Okay, then again the next rule is B has same precedence as that of C. So this B is row and this C is column. So B and C have same precedence. Okay, then next one is B less than B. So B and B, and the symbol will be less than. B less than E, B less than E. Then next one is dollar less than A, dollar and A is less than, and B greater than dollar, C greater than dollar, and E greater than dollar. So B greater than dollar, C greater than dollar, and E greater than dollar. So this is how we obtain the parsing table. Now let's take one string and see how the string is getting parsed. Okay, so consider that the string which is given to you is ABE. ABE. So initially what we do is there is stack, there is input, and there is output. Yes, so this is stack. There is special symbol dollar. You store the input and at the end you put dollar. Okay, and output is whether you perform a push operation or pop operation and so on. Okay, so the first step is we check for the entry of dollar on A. Dollar on A is less than. If the precedence of the symbol on the top of stack is lesser than the input symbol, we put this precedence relation and we push one symbol from input onto the stack. So the configuration will be dollar less than, and this one symbol is pushed here, A. Input will be BE dollar. Okay. Now the topmost symbol on stack is A, and the first input symbol in input is B. So A and B. A and B. What is the precedence relation? It is equal to. Okay, so whenever you get equal to precedence, you just push that equal to precedence, just push one symbol here and write the remaining input as it is. Okay, now the next is B and E. B and E is less than. So less than A is equal to B, less than, again push this symbol on the stack. What is left in input? This dollar. Then E on dollar. E on dollar is greater than. So this will be equal to B E. Okay. Now when you get closing bracket here, you need to find out the first matching opening bracket for this. Okay, so when you reach at this end, okay, that is this closing bracket, you just come backwards till you find the first opening bracket. So opening bracket is encountered over here. So whatever is there inside this is called as handle. Okay, handle means part of string which can be reduced to a non-terminal symbol. Okay, so E, is there any grammar rule which states that something gives E? Okay, so you can check it in previous. But so D gives E, so this E can be reduced to D. Right? So this E can be reduced to D. Now whenever this is replaced by a non-terminal symbol, we perform pop operation for that non-terminal. Okay, so the resultant string which is left is dollar less than A is equal to B. Okay, and here there is dollar, that is an input. So B on dollar, what is B on dollar? B on dollar is greater than. So dollar less than A is equal to B, and B on dollar is greater than. What is left here? This. Now again you encounter closing bracket. Just check if there is opening bracket over here or not. So start from here and check for the first opening bracket. So whatever is there inside this, check if it can be reduced to a non-terminal symbol. Now remember one thing, this equal to is precedence relation. Why it is defined? Because there are two consecutive non-terminal symbols here. Okay, so there is one rule in grammar which states S gives A, B and some non-terminal. So this can be reduced to S. Okay, now once you get this start symbol, it means that this string is valid string. Why? Because in case of bottom-up parsing, we start with a given string of terminals and by series of reduce operations, we try to get start symbol. Okay, now to remember one point here, that is how do we know that which part of string is to be reduced? Okay, so for that what you do is, given any string that is A, B, E, okay, you derive this string by using rightmost derivation from that grammar. Okay, so I'll start from the first rule. S gives A, B, A, Then I substitute for this A as A, B, A gives D, and finally I replace this with A, B and E. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to take this string and go one step backwards. Okay, now if you go one step backwards, which string is reduced to something? This E is reduced to D, right? And the same procedure is applicable here. See this here, this E gets reduced first. So when you encounter closing bracket for E gets reduced first, right? And then A, B and A gets reduced to S, that is this part. Okay, so this is how you need to find out the steps, okay, which part of the string is reduced to a non-terminal symbol on the left hand side. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to start with LR parsers. There are 4 types of LR parsers. The approach required, okay, how the string is parsed and so on will be seen in series of lectures. Thank you.